as we age, sometimes we experience joint pain and lack of mobility. So today we're gonna work on some exercises that are gonna help us in our daily life. So let's get started. We're gonna begin with sitting and standing. And this is very, very important because one, it strengthens the muscles, right? The big muscles around the joint, around the hip joint, the knees. And of course, it offers mobility at the same time. So make sure you have that chair right behind you and that it's not gonna slip out of the way when you sit down, okay? So have a rug or a yoga mat under your chair. So we're gonna sit and we're gonna stand. Now, let's say I'm sitting, but I'm not able to stand on my own. You can have a second chair in front of you and then use it to even just lift a little bit, right? Or maybe lift all the way up. Let's say I can't do that. Well, just a little bit like this. Even the idea that I'm making an effort, right? To just kind of lift the sit bone slightly off the chair is gonna be beneficial. So we work within our comfort zone and meet our body where it is, right? We don't need to impress anybody. We're just doing this for our health. So please meet your body where it is. Don't get frustrated if you can't do it. Do the best that you can. So I'm gonna demo, right? Just here. Maybe I'm able to lift without holding onto the legs, up and down. This one, please do every day. It's very, very important, right? That we're able to go on our own, stand up, and, approach our activities of daily living. The next thing we're gonna do is mobilize all the joints. So let's begin just with some trunk circles. We're gonna go around and around. Now let's say your energy is a little bit low and you don't wanna start with a sit and stand. We can start with this routine and then finish with a sit and stand. Remember, it's not written in stone, right? Maybe we have a lot of energy and we went for a walk and we just wanna work on our mobility. You can start with your sit and stand. And then bring the rotation to the other side. This one feels good in the back. It's one of my favorite exercises to do. All right, come back to center. We'll move the spine in all the directions it can go, right? I've done videos about that. It's very, very important that we move our spine in all the directions. So a lot of joints there in our spine. So lifting and rolling down one vertebra at a time from the tailbone all the way up towards the neck. Now, if you have osteoporosis in the spine, when you round, don't round too much, just like a slight round. You don't want to round a lot, okay? Coming back to center. All right, roll the shoulders up and back. Keep them there and lengthen the spine, just one way. We're gonna come back to the shoulders. Allow the spine to lengthen and then rotate the spine over into the side. See if you can look over the back and even the eyes look far. Keep the spinal rotation, look and bring the head over to the front. Look as far as you can. And then bring it to center. Long spine. Exhale to the other side. Twisting from the bottom to the top, gazing back as far as we can. Keep the twist to look over to the front and over the other shoulder. And come back to center, long spine. Let's do that one more time to each side. Now, of course, on your own, you can do a few rounds, right? 3, 4, 5. Come to center. This time it's just twist, we're not gonna move the head. And then coming back to center. All right, lateral flexion. We move the spine to the side. Reach. We're gonna do like a flow. So we inhale and lift, exhale, and find that lateral flexion. Right here. All right, coming back to center. Take a breath in And a breath out. Very, very important that we work on spinal length, right? So trying to sit a little taller. Your sit bones are pressing into the chair. Your spine is lengthening one vertebra at a time through the crown of the head and up. Push with your hands into the legs, lengthen nice and tall. Keep your chin parallel to the floor, tuck the chin slightly in. I'm gonna lift the arms above the head if that is comfortable for your shoulders. If not, you can stay right here. Lengthen up like a palm tree, all the way towards the ceiling. Not the ones that are bent, the ones that are straight up. Lengthen, lengthen, and then come back, bring the hands to heart center. Take a breath in, and a breath out. All right, open and close the hands. Right, working on the smaller joints now. Do a little top of the fingers so you're not closing the whole hand. And then open one hand and close the other. Open and close. Open and close. One more time. All right. Bring the thumb to touch all 4 fingers, and you can have the hands down. All 4 fingers. Very good. And then release. Take a breath. In and out. All right. We move up into the wrist. Around and around. And the other direction. Now as we move all the joints, right, you're lubricating, you're bringing energy, circulation, right? So many benefits to move our whole body, right? Push the hands and then bring them in and squeeze the shoulders into the back, right? Working here, the elbows, the shoulder blades. Push, bring them in as if you're pushing a wall and then kind of pulling it back. One more time. All right, push towards the side, in and out. Keep your wrist nice and flexed. Very good. Keep on the next one, the right arm out, rotate it, palm facing up as if you're holding a glass of water. Flex the wrist and then look away over the shoulder and bring the arm back. Right, this is flossing through the nerves on the arm. Inhale, look towards your hand and bend the elbow. Let's do that one more time. This time we lower the arm a little bit, flex the wrist and look away. And then on the next breath, we come back to center. Now I want you to stop for a moment and notice that arm compared to the other arm. Notice if you feel anything different. You might not, and that's okay. All right, allow your eyes to open. We go on the other side. So flex the wrist, look away. Come back to center, bend. Bring that arm back. Flex the wrist, look away. Bring it to center. And then release the hands. Palms of the hands facing up. Take a breath in and a breath out. All right, we're back to the shoulders. This time, roll those shoulders up towards the ears and forward. Bring them up and back once again, a little bit slower and more exaggerated. So you're trying to bring the shoulders all the way towards the ears. Now, if your neck and shoulders are okay, we're gonna lift and we're gonna drop. If not, we're gonna lift gently and then slowly place the shoulders down. Lift, drop, right? Always modifying, whatever we need to modify. And one more time. Keep the shoulders down, lengthen the crown of your head, right? So if you're kind of like a turtle, lifting the head out. Bring the chin forward, keep the shoulders there, and then chin tuck all the way back in. Keeping the chin parallel to the floor the whole time. Bring the head forward, right? Turtle comes in, comes out, and then it comes back into the shell. One more time. Keep the head tucked in, and then very slow and gentle rotations in the neck. Bring it the other direction. And coming back to center, move the head as if you're saying yes, but keep your chest lifted up to the ceiling. And then find that yes, looking towards the side, like towards your chest. Down a little bit and up. Bring it to center, over to the other side. Inhale, bring that back to center. Take a breath in and slowly release the muscles of the neck. Relax. All right, so we've worked upper body. Let's work a little bit the lower body. Now, this can be done seated. You can also stand up behind the chair and do it standing. So we rotate at the hip joint around and around. And then bring it the other direction. We're gonna open and close that leg towards the side. So it goes out and it comes back in. This is that movement, right? Gets us in and out of the car. It's important to have that flexibility, that mobility here, and that hip joint. One more time. Come back to center. We do the other side, rotation first. And the other direction. We open the leg and close it back in. One more time. All right, coming back to center. We're gonna pedal. So I'm gonna hold on to the chair if I want to or need to. Otherwise, you can lean back and release the hands and keep like a V shape so you're not touching the back of the chair. We go a little pedal with one arm, with that one leg, holding on here if needed. And then pedal backwards. Very good. Let's do this one. Pedal forward. And bring it backwards. Did you hear that knee pop? One knee pops, the other one doesn't. All right, straighten out one leg, flex the foot. You're holding either underneath the knee or on the top, right? Like if my knee hurts, I'll probably hold under, not on the top. Lift nice and tall, lengthen up, and then rotate the foot around and around. And bring it the other direction. Up and down. Very good. Extend that leg long. Bring the other leg in, right? Keep the other leg long and flexed. Rotate the foot. And the other direction. Up and down. Very good. Extend both legs, lengthen through the spine, lift the chest up, and then point your toes down like a ballerina, stretching the top of the foot. Breathe in. See if you can look where the wall meets the ceiling, creating space in the entire front of the body. And then in the next breath, release. Walk the feet in. Let's find 2 trunk circles again, just to release the back. And the other direction. All right, flexibility in the hip. So if you cannot bring the foot up here for figure 4 stretch, you're gonna keep that foot down below like this, and you're gonna drop that knee out into the side, right? That gets that external rotation anyway. But if you're able to bring the foot up here, I want you to come up. If you have shoes, you can do that part, right? But if you want to work a little bit for the balance and the mobility in the toes, which makes our balance better, interlace the fingers from the bottom, right? And then you bring the finger all the way in. So I'm helping with my other hand, right, to bring the fingers in. Then from here, I'm gonna move the toes forward and back. Right, getting the little joints here in the feet as well. And then rotate the foot. You're giving it a little help, so it's a little bit more rotation than you did at the beginning. And bring it the other direction. All right, release. We gotta wash our hands after this. And then point the toes down. And then release. And then move one set of toes. One moves forward, one moves back. Now these exercises, sometimes I have asked my clients to begin to just kind of mobilize the toes. Their toes are like that with arthritis. And you can tell their balance is not as good. And every time after they take a shower, they sit down and kind of like work a little bit in the toes, kind of pull them gently, move them, mobilize them. And it's incredible, the change, right? Even just doing this, like interlacing the fingers and the toes, that's gonna create space in the toes. That's your balance, right? Right there, starts on the feet. So very, very important that we do that. All right, release the foot, move the leg a little bit if there's discomfort. Again, we can stay down here and skip that whole foot part, or we come all the way up here. Interlace the fingers. Remember, use the other hand to kind of help you. And then from there, again, mobilize. Toes go up and down. Gently pull them. And then rotate. And it feels good, right? Like we never really think of our feet or, well, some people do. Give massage or whatever, but this is important because it'll, increase our mobility and it'll improve our balance as well. And then release, and we hold the top and press it down. And then release. All right, let the foot go. That's a long sequence, right? It's a lot of joints. So we're gonna finish up. If we cannot stand up, we're just gonna walk in place seated, okay? If not, we are standing up. If you know you need your chair, you bring it next to you, you hold on to it, or you have a second chair in front and you hold on to that chair. So we go and walk in place. Let's say I need to hold on, then I'm gonna hold on and walk like this. Otherwise you wanna make sure it's opposite arm leg. So you can either lift the heel off the floor or that leg comes up. So again, adding mobility, our knee, our ankles, our hip, arms, and it's gonna get the blood pumping. So it's good for our heart too. All right, find mountain pose. Take a breath in, a breath out. All right, open up, and we go a little bit side to side, just kind of loosen up. We call this empty coat sleeves. So with this one, you want to make sure the arms are kind of boneless, and you're just kind of moving a little bit side to side. The balance is okay. Lift the heel and kind of pivot on the toes. You get a little bit more movement that way. All right, inhale, reach the arms up and overhead. Exhale, come to heart center. Namaste.